everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Happy New Year, everybody. In today's late season matchup, we have two teams who have victory on their minds. It's the Browns going up against the Steelers.
Larry, despite the elements, these fans here in western Pennsylvania, they wouldn't dream of missing this one as you get a look inside snowy Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A huge play there right off the bat. 64 yards on the ground. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down, it's Bell. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. A gain of a yard gets him back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So the D-line's going to spread out. Not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Coleman, the man in motion left. They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man. That's Landry. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
And now here's a carry heading left. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. They'll set up to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. And now here's a carry heading left. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. They'll drop the throw. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great effort there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. A busy final day for you coming up in the NFL. Final day of the year as well. 11 other games going on as we speak. And then coming up later this afternoon, 2 games each from the AFC West and NFC West, all kicking off at the same time. Raiders, Chargers, Chiefs, Broncos, Cardinals, Seahawks, Niners, Rams.
Loving it.
And then that's it for the 2017 regular season. It'll be Happy New Year time. And Charles, you going to dust off Auld Lang Syne for us tonight?
Meet me at midnight, baby. You'll find out.
Hard pass.
That's it, baby. Let's go, Stans. Make some noise. Black Brown. Ohio. 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 Hut. Black Brown. Black Brown. Black Brown. Black Brown. Hut.
They'll go again with Bell. And some room to roam now. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
Come on, let's go. Black Brown. Black Brown. Ohio. Ohio. Let's go. Grand 38. Ohio. Ohio.
Throwing here, Dobbs. He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays, too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He finds Coleman. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Coleman, the man in motion left. They'll look to throw. Hit as as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. Officially, 1:54 to go in this first half. Back to Heinz Field after this.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump. So 1 yard to go here on third down.
Flex round. Ohio. Ohio. Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Ohio. 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 Let's go.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Come on, let's go. Ohio. 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 Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. 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 Ohio.
They'll go for it with Bell. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down.
Ohio. Ohio. Here we go. Brand 38. Ohio. Ohio.
On 1st and 10, Dobbs. And Dobbs is going to be swallowed up as he'll go down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
I got it. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Let's go. Ohio. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. 36.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa, and it's an early lead there for the Saints. Drew Brees with 2 first-half touchdown passes. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Here we go. Leopard.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Gets it to Gordon. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Cameron Hayward in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. The Browns on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Dobbs looking to throw on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play? All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
And the Steelers on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Let's go! Let's round!
Here's Dobbs to throw. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. A decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Back to throw here. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know, all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his running back, Hyde. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Brown. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, it's Bell. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. Now Dobbs. A screen to Bell. Some nifty running, but it only gets him to the 45. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run it with Bell. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 6 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Again, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here's a give to Bell running left. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now, the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. The give is to Bell. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the 1st. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Le'Veon Bell stops short of the line to gain. And this Browns defense stands tall. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And now here's a carry heading left. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Underneath for Johnson. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Now, that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you can see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Now a handoff looking right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone to the chalk of the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Again, he finds an opening. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Browns add on to their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught. In the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Beckham goes in motion left. After the penalty, it's Bell. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of fire.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and a mile. A give to Bell. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to win the football game. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know, they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. Now this time he'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
Back to throw.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Now a first down carry by Bell. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back to throw. Now he's flushed out left, and he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach.